Good afternoon, guys. A number of times people ask me, what should we do while we are waiting for the interview? As we all know, there is a waiting room where the students keep on waiting till the time the call for interview comes. This is actually one of the most demanding times. Your heart goes crazy. The heartbeat, your heart thumps like anything because you know you're the next on the block. But the smart students have a very smart way of doing things. They don't let this tension get the better of them. They don't let stress pull them down. Why? Because these guys have mastered the art of being confident. They're always cool, they are calm, they're composed. They understand that if I panic, I'm only going to make things bad. And how do they understand that they're going to make things bad? They understand from the very fact that if we panic, things go really south. And will things always go south? At times the answer is yes. And how do we know it? We know it from the very fact that number of times when we go for our exams, we seldom get 100 out of 100 despite our best practice, despite our best preparation. This guy understands I get 70%, 80%, 60% or 90%, whatever percentage I get. He or she understands that I have limitations in me. But if I panic, I'm going to let the limitations take the better of me. ये वो बच्चा है जब जानता नहीं है तो डरता नहीं है और जब सब जानता है तो उत्तेजित नहीं होता है. When he is not aware, he is not anxious. When he knows everything, he is not excited. He is actually balanced. He is cool, calm, composed. So now comes the question, how to remain cool, calm and composed? There are many tricks. One of the famous and the most popular is people keep on saying, undertake deep breathing. The more deep breathing we do, more flow of oxygen in our mind, and when our brain gets more of oxygen, our pressure comes down, our stress level comes down. Another smart way of doing things is to blow on your thumb. Blow on your thumb. And do remember that if you are not constantly doing it, if you're not regularly developing this thing, it will not happen that you go into your room and things will cool down. No. You have to practice it. And once you've done it for a substantial time, you will find that the moment you blow at your thumb when you're panicking, things will slow down. Similarly, touch your tongue to your palate. Roll your tongue, touch it to your palate. Leave it over there for a couple of seconds. You'll find that your stress will automatically start coming down. Why is it very important to manage stress, at least in the formative stages? In the formative stages, the stress is it manifests very strongly. A number of times when students, they enter the room, they really forget how to knock. They knock so neatly, or they knock with such a robust manner that even the interviewing officer gets startled. But this cool, calm, composed boy will knock 2 crisp knocks with exactly what he is looking at. This boy or girl will be able to ask the interviewing officer, please may I come in? He will be constantly aware of the time. He will wish him accordingly. So what I would recommend is cool your nerves and practice in your mind the few first steps that you will be taking. One is how to knock at the door, take permission, what time of the day are you going, wish him accordingly, and when you are shaking hands with him, make sure that your hands are dry, warm, and firm. As I said, that when we are walking to the room and our heart is thumping crazy, we tend to get sweat in our hands. Probably use your handkerchief, rub your hand on the handkerchief, make sure that your hands are dry, they are firm, and they are warm. So always give him a dry, warm, firm hand. Do remember to look right into his eyes. Look into the eyes of the interviewing officer. We do not stare at him, but we make a soft eye contact. And if you can do this much in the initial stages, it is more than enough. In SSP interview, he'll be probably asking about in the rapport building, which will immediately start up. He'll ask you about your city or your journey or what have you done in SSP. So while you're in the waiting room, just run over them once again. Just remember your city, remember what was your journey, so that when you're seated on this chair and he's doing his rapport building, you are not uncomfortable. If you listen to yourself for a couple of minutes in initial rapport building, you get a smile out of the interviewing officer, the job is over. The interview becomes very smooth thereafter. I hope these tips help you. Thank you. God bless you.